Now coming to its basic thing, the lawgiver in Islamic law. The law-giving authority really and primarily exists in Almighty Allah. But at the same time, manifestatively and representatively, it exists in Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is the position of lawgiver in Islamic law. Almighty Allah is the ultimate sovereign. That's why law-giving authority in its real position vests in Almighty Allah. And since Almighty Allah's will, Almighty Allah's command, Almighty Allah's communication is delivered and communicated to the mankind through prophets, through messengers, He never communicates to the people directly. His communication has to be through His prophets and messengers. This is His sunnah. So whenever a prophet is raised to the mankind, a messenger is raised to the mankind, so messenger becomes the spokesperson of Almighty Allah. The messenger and prophet becomes the true representative of Almighty Allah. The messenger and prophet becomes the direct recipient of authority of Almighty Allah. And then he receives the will, the commandment of Almighty Allah and communicate it directly to the people, to the ummah. So he becomes a mediation between Allah and between the people. That's why the manifestative sovereignty and manifestative law-giving authority vests in the personality of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is the position in Islamic law. Some people mistakenly, they misunderstand and they think as if the law-giving authority only vests in Allah and not in Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And they say the Almighty Allah is the only hakim and sovereign and not the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is just a misunderstanding. It is nothing but misunderstanding. So I have cleared this misunderstanding that according to Islamic law and Sharia, the law-giving authority and sovereignty has two different phases. One realistic phase, the second manifestative phase. Realistically speaking, it vests in Almighty Allah. But Almighty Allah does not exercise it directly without the mediation of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Prophet is sent to communicate his command, to explain his command, to demonstrate his will, to formulate his command in the form of law. That's why he possesses the manifestative authority. Coming to this aspect, nobody disagrees with the sovereignty and law-giving authority of Almighty Allah. It's already very clear. The confusion exists on second point, whether Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a lawgiver or not. He is to be believed as lawgiver and he is to be believed as a sovereign or not. So Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a sovereign in its manifestative capacity, in its representative capacity. It is stated, and that's why whatever was commanded by Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the form of sunnah, that was also known as wahy. Sunnah and hadith is also known as revelation. Quran is explicit revelation, hadith and sunnah is implicit. Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam stated, An Dam bin Ma'di radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam stated, Ala inni u'titul Qur'ana wa mislahu ma'ahu. I have been given Quran and its similar. Quran and it's similar, the Sunnah. Two things were revealed on me. Holy Prophet ﷺ said, Allah, innama harrama Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam kama harram Allah. If anything has been forbidden by Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it is similar to the act if it was forbidden by Almighty Allah. Prohibition given by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the same as it was given by Almighty Allah. So Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said there is no difference between the prohibition given by Prophet Muhammad or prohibition given by Almighty Allah. And Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam stated, two kinds of revelation were sent to me. And he declared his hadith as wahi. It is stated in Sahih Muslim. Holy Prophet ﷺ said, "Innahu qad uhiya ilayya annakum tuftanuna fil qabr." He has declared himself, his hadith to be wahi of Almighty Allah, which was revealed on him. And it is in hadith that Jibreel Amin used to come with two kinds of wahi. One in the form of Quran, another in the form of hadith on Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's why in Quran, how Holy Prophet ﷺ position becomes the position of a lawgiver and becomes the position of a sovereign representatively. The reason is that Almighty Allah declared Holy Prophet's speech as his own speech. Stated in Surah An-Najm, وَمَا يَنْتِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. And Prophet Muhammad ﷺ does not speak on his own. Whatever he utters from his mouth, that is the revelation which is communicated to him. So every single word uttered from the mouth of Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has been declared to be the wahi which has been revealed by Almighty Allah in Holy Quran. So his speech and words were declared as words of Allah.